Midwest Professional bringing you guys the Sig P238 today. This is the factory case from Sig. Let's go ahead and open it up. Alright, as you can see here, you have the Sig P238. This happens to be the two-tone version with hardwood grips. Kind of had a hard time tracking down any other version besides the black one. I have a feeling these things are still really popular. So you can see the magazine's empty, chamber clear. We're good to go on this thing. Alright, I'm going to go ahead and set this aside for now. Show you what else comes in the box. You have this Sig Sauer plastic holster. It was a nice thought to give you a holster with the pistol, but if you can hear that, it's a real cheap plastic. And if this was actually like a belt loop that was connected, I would think about it, but it's just a clip. And I don't know. I didn't like it. Some Sig Sauer lubricant, might give it a go. Alright, now let's go ahead and get this box out of the way and talk about the pistol itself. As you all know, Sig is kind of a take on the 1911 and the sorts, and no grip safety or anything, but you have a thumb safety. This is not the ambidextrous model, and there's a reason for that. When I went to the store and handled a couple of these, the ambidextrous safety on this side, when you flipped it down with your thumb, would hit me in my knuckles every time, and I just thought it was really annoying. It's something to think about, you know, if you can't get your hands on one of these before you maybe have to order it. This one happened to come from Buds. Something to think about. So you have your thumb safety, and it's very positive. It's like, I hear people say, oh, I'd be worried about it coming off, I don't want to carry a single action, blah blah blah. This thing isn't going to come off unless maybe you're moving furniture and you hit yourself in your side or your pocket really hard. It's not going to come off unless you're wanting it to come off. That's my take on it. The single action trigger is very crisp. It's not too light though. It's still got some weight to it, but single action, so it's just, I don't know, it's really nice for a pistol this size. I don't think you're going to find anything that's much better. So, one factory mag with the purchase, and you know, that's kind of crappy on Sig's part. They're expensive to buy, and they're small. I mean, they're quality mags. They're metal, but just one Sig, come on, you can do better than that. So, if you're gonna have to buy an extra mag, they're gonna run extra factory mag. They're gonna run you about $40 plus shipping. Kind of ridiculous if you ask me. I went ahead and went with just another flush mount one, although I might pick up an extended base plate to have in my pocket, because that'll just get you one extra round. But this was all I could find right now, so that's what I got. Something's better than nothing. So when we're talking about the factory mag, it holds 6 380 ACP rounds. So 6 there, plus 1 in the chamber. So you have a total of possibly 7. For me, if I'm carrying a small gun, there's probably a reason for it, because it's hot or it's all that I can get by with, so I wouldn't have the extended base plate in there if I was carrying. It would possibly be in my pocket, but not in the gun at the time. But if you want to put the extended base plate in one in the chamber, then you're talking about 7 plus 1. So that's quite a bit of firepower for a gun that, when you take a look at the size of my hand, and my hands aren't that big, and it's no bigger than the palm of my hand. That's to me, that's not bad. I could live with that. I normally carry a Glock 19 during the winter, or you know, when that's what I could do. And as you can see, this thing is just so much smaller than a Glock 19, and it weighs next to nothing. You hardly even notice it when you're carrying it. So that's just to give you a little size reference, I guess, if any of you Glock guys out there. 380 ACP during the summer. Yeah, I think it'll get the job done. Not worried about it. Just to give you a little size reference though, that's the 380 and then the 9. And these are both critical defense rounds. So there's a little bit of size and weight difference in the grains, but overall, nothing too bad. But like I said, something to definitely think about is the ambidextrous safety. I don't know. It really got in the way. It bothered me enough that I looked for a model that wasn't ambi. So there you guys have it. Sig P238. I went with this one over the 938 just because the 938 hasn't been around long enough for me, and you know, I don't want to be a beta tester for it, so to speak. I don't want to be the group of them to figure out what kind of bugs they have. So maybe in a couple of years this one will get retired to the safe and I'll get a 938, because originally that's what I wanted. I wanted a 938. But they just haven't been around long enough for me yet. These have been out for a couple years, so pretty nice pistols. I also forgot to mention they have night sights, and they are just, they're wonderful. I really dig the night sights. I'll try and roll in some video of them if I can get them to show up on camera, but they're pretty bright. It's like an LED that glows in the dark, if I had to describe it. So Midwest Professional, Sig P238, signing off.